Hello dear students. Today in this video I'm going to demonstrate the hard sound and soft sound with reference to C as well as G and other consonants when they are followed by some vowels, how the sound sequence would be. This is an interesting part and piece of information which you absolutely require for your betterment and development of good pronunciation while speaking English. It is necessary that we should practice the sounds and follow, at times imitate the native speakers as well as the standard speakers in India. Here we have two letters. Usually in the consonants category, we just look at 24 speech sounds. 24 speech sounds. But there is some sort of debate. What is the 21 letters versus 24 consonants, 24 sounds? What is the difference? 21 versus 24. Why do we have to look at the 21 letters? Some of them do appear as symbols, or symbols look like letters that we find among 26. So here we know already English words often have a complex and inconsistent pronunciation patterns that we can't forget. Complex and inconsistent pronunciation patterns. When we look at C and G, we would understand we need to learn the pronunciation from two different dimensions. Let's say C and G, these two categories. So what is this and what is this? Soft, hard. This is not hard, this is not soft, not like this. Two important um, aspects in pronunciation. So either C or G can be either soft or hard. C or G, that means Sa and Ga. These sounds can be soft and hard. How to understand these concepts? Let's take a look at them now. When these letters are followed by A, E, O, U, these vowel sounds, these letters, now let us say letters, if C is followed by A, E, O, U, G followed by A, E, O, U, the sound, that sound would become hard. Usually a C or G sound is either hard or soft. It can be both depending on the vowel that follows it. Here is the general rule. When C or G meets with A, O and U, sometimes E, it makes a hard sound. So if after these letters, if you find these letters, this is the consonant and this is a vowel, consonant and vowels. So it will become hard. Similarly, G. Anything could be possible. For instance, gun, gut, get. Gun, get, gut. Gem, gel, ginger. Here we can find U, E, U and E. Hard sound of G is G and the soft sound of G is D. Then when can we find soft sounds? The hard sound of G is G, this is the representation, and soft sound of G is Ja. Ja. Sometimes it's used as, for instance, if you look at this, this is gel, so it must be soft sound, and ginger, it must be soft sound, and gem, this is a soft sound, and gun, here ga sound comes and here ja sound comes. So this is soft and this is hard. And get, here the first sound is ga, so it's hard sound, and GUT gut hard sound. Similarly, hard sound of C is K, soft sound of C is Sa, Ka, Sa. If the word sounds Ka, for instance, CAKE, cake, so here K is the transient, interrelated and interconnected sound. So K is hard sound, car hard sound, cat hard sound, and here circle, here you can find sa sound. So circle, C is cinema. These are all soft versions of C. So we have discussed the letters C and G. They give two different pronunciation patterns. If they are followed by A, E, O, U, they make sounds, but in two different ways. If you look at G, it sounds ga, sometimes ja. If you look at C, it sounds sometimes ka as well as sa. In such context, ka related sounds are hard and sa related sounds are words are soft. Similarly, ga related words are hard and ja related words are soft. This is what we have to understand. Well, in this episode of odd sounds, we have another consonant. This is Y, another letter Y. This is actually very necessary to learn from three different perspectives. At the end of a monosyllabic word is a word which contains only one syllable, only one syllable. If you look at this word my, it's pronounced my. CRY, cry. FLY, fly. So this is a monosyllabic word. What is the main concept? At the end of a monosyllabic word, Y, now you can see Y at the end of each word, cry, fly, it's pronounced I. It's the main idea. If you look at the second branch, at the end of a multisyllable word, he has said multisyllable, but in the given examples, it's baby. This is a disyllabic word. Lazy, disyllabic word. Happy, disyllabic word, which means there are two syllables. At the end of a disyllabic word or multisyllabic word, if Y is present, the pronunciation is E. Then it will become baby, lazy, and happy. So it is E here, whereas in the first one at the end of a monosyllabic word it's I and E. We have seen two different dimensions. Now let's take a look at the third one. At the beginning of a word pronounced as a consonant. At the beginning of a word pronounced as a consonant. For example, this is ya. Ya, it's actually from sounds point of view, it's pronounced E. Then the physical representation or else the morphological pattern of representing this sound is this one. In fact, it looks like J in the alphabet, but it's not J. We are exploring phonetics, sounds. So this is actually E. What is the theory behind this? Let's take a look at this again. At the beginning of a word pronounced as a consonant. Okay, it's the consonant actually, right? One of the consonant letters. So it's ya sound. Okay, it's not either I or E. It's ya. So YELLO, yellow. YACHT, yard. YARN, yard. So Y sound. Here E sound. Here I sound. We have seen three major differences in its sound pattern. Y plays the role of giving three different sound sequences, three different sounds at different levels. If it is a monosyllabic word, at the end of a monosyllabic word, the sound is I. If it is disyllabic or else multisyllabic word, it's going to be E. If a word begins with one of the consonants, pronounced as a consonant at the beginning of a word, then it's going to be ya sound, E. Well, we have seen hard sounds and soft sounds with reference to C and G. The hard sound of C is ka, soft sound of C is sa. Similarly, the hard sound of G is ga and soft sound of G is ja. The examples have been clearly described. And we have also taken a look at Y, the letter Y, and its three different branches. Y, gives the sound of I, Y gives the sound of E, Y gives the sound of ya. At the end of a monosyllabic word, it's I. At the end of a multisyllabic word, it's E. At the beginning of a word which is pronounced as a consonant, it's E, ya sound. Well, dear students, please try to practice the sounds with an online dictionary that is highly recommended. Keep listening to English podcasts and regular conversations, daily conversations. Do not forget to speak in English. Speaking is very important. When you start speaking, you will identify the loopholes in your production of language. If you don't do that, maybe you would never be able to manage with your communication in English. Speaking has to be part of your life. It shouldn't be just viewed as an occasional event when interviews are arriving fast. I could get ready. That's a myth, in fact. A student who ignores speaking in English with classmates regularly will be placed with less salary. If a student who doesn't have any boundaries to speak always speaks in the hostel, speaks on the road while coming to college, and maybe when they hang out with friends at cafeteria as well as the mess, they respond on everything under the sun. Think in English and speak in English and identify certain intricate aspects of this pronunciation. I wish you good luck. Have a great day.